What's up, Star Wars Unlimited fans? It's Loopy at Late Night Gaming, and I'm here with a friend from down under, War Turtle. Can I just pronounce it War Turtle because that's actually the
Of
Pokemon's name?
course, of course.
But coming to us live all the way from Australia. So thanks for joining us, man. I always love when we can get people from across oceans to play cards live. It's kind of wild that we live in the future like that.
Yeah, pretty big ocean. Thanks for having me.
All right, so we'll cut off we'll start off in a little second here, but why don't you tell us about what goes on at SWU Australia and what the channel's like? Um, Contact wise first, then we'll
So,
talk about the the scene itself.
yeah, so I'm based in Melbourne, one of the seven states. We've got a very active scene. So, and I just use PQs in comparison. So, our last PQ was just a soft PQ. It was about 65 in attendance with a few more sold, but didn't turn up. The season before we had 95 because now they gave us we had enough people in our state to actually warrant two PQs. So when you spread it out, then the numbers sort of go thin a bit.
Right,
Um,
because
you know, the,
Melbourne's actually a city, right? Not a state. Am I right about that?
Melbourne is a city, but people call like Manhattan, like New York's a city, and the Manhattan's a state, isn't it? That's the
Well, New
or
York
the
is
other way
both a
around.
city and state, but close. Manhattan's one of the
Oh,
five
okay.
boroughs of New York, but those East Coasters
Gotcha,
really
gotcha.
they overcomplicate everything.
Gotcha. So yeah, so Melbourne is a town, but the state is called Victoria, and there's seven states in Australia. Um, so every state, not every state had one. I think there's about five, if my memory is right, across. And yeah, so I mean, the second biggest one is in Queensland, um, which were called Brisbane, and they had about 50 this time around, but they only got one PQ. Um, So yeah, we're sort of the epicenter of SWU, and yeah, it's a nice little scene where it's a very cash. We're sort of a bit known as the jank capital. I know internationally we got when we took in set three where Guy Yellow was taken down by Dave, our local
I love me
everyone
some
was like, wow,
Yellow,
that's a
baby.
yeah, I know. And I remember watching the other Discords light up after the win because we're obviously a little bit earlier than everyone else
Right.
at that time. And also we had one of the first PQs ever in Melbourne where we had 100 in attendance, but we could have easily done 150 because that was the only PQ in Australia.
So there was a
And if
PQ that just had awesome coverage. They had like the stage and the whole feature table. I want to say that was Melbourne, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was us. Yeah. So we that's a community effort. Is shout out to there's a Sydney or New South Wales crew called the Baddest Batch. They very passionate, very giving in the community, and they try to really help their local scene. And we're just more card players over here, so we had some of my technical guys connect with them. They actually casted it, interstate, while we had people on the ground sort of streaming it, and it was a really sort of collab event. And yeah, we put ourselves on the map to the rest of the world, and I think we get to go first sometimes in the season, so a lot of people watch us as well. So it's been really good.
Yeah, no,
So
I really enjoyed that coverage. So shout out to you and Baddest
yeah,
Batch. I think Clint is Baddest Batch, if I remember right.
Clint's bad as back. Yeah,
Yep,
yep,
so I
yep.
know him.
Clint, Tivy,
So yeah,
Riley,
and I hope some of you
big
guys are
boys.
coming to Galactics. That'd be cool. I remember the last Destiny Galactics. There were certainly Aussies there.
We have a very committed bunch, and that's also why we started. So we originally started as SWU Victoria, which is one of the states, and then we found other communities were sort of not connected as well, and I thought I'd just connect everybody up in Australia, with the ambitions of making enough noise. Firstly, to help connect the people locally, to help each other get better, to take on the world when they go to Las Vegas. And the other thing is just try to help the other states and communities sort of build out their local scene to help grow our game, because we've got I don't know if this is an American term. This is an Aussie term. We got massive FOMO over here. So
Oh,
FOMO.
believe me, FOMO is around the world.
International
Any
thing.
place that
Yeah.
has access to Kickstarter, I mean, just thrives on FOMO. All right,
So we've
so
got real massive FOMO whenever you guys launch prize walls and all those pretty pictures of the
ah,
mats, and
well, you
so we don't get regionals and we don't get all that cool stuff. And even like our judges, we celebrate our judges in our Discord as well. And it's very difficult for them to qualify, to get the hands on those, gorgeous judge promos that, we see everywhere. So yeah.
well, thanks for all you do in the Australia community for SWU. It is cool, kind of having off hours coverage to go to. So I appreciate anybody
Yeah.
that does that, and boy, I'm glad that you're able to come on and jam games with us tonight. So you got a fan in the crowd already on your Boba Blue. Austin
Oh,
says,
cool.
"Boba Blue, you have my attention." All right, so let's go here. Let's see if I can find a late night coin to flip for initiative.
Oh,
Here we go. So it's late or night, light or dark, heads or tails, white or black, whatever you want to call
light,
it. It is. So
light.
it's light side. Boba Fett, the hero, grabs initiative.
That's it.
All right. Good luck. Have fun,
I'll
my friend.
take it. Good luck. Have fun. What am I playing against? Han to green. Okay.
You sure are.
It's confusing. Han to ECL just took down our latest PQ. So our lovely Rodders took that one down.
Yeah, we just finished the North American regional. I don't want to call it the U.S. regional because there's plenty of Canadians there, including one the top cut. But
That's
yeah,
like a national, yeah?
yeah, we'll see. I mean, it's growing. I mean, was there more PQs in Australia this set than the priors?
Yeah, 100%. I think there's 6 or 7 if my memory serves. And if you want to include New Zealand as well as a bit of a region. So I've been
And
watching Asia very closely as well, because Asia is sort of grouped into Oceania for other games. So yeah, very interested to see how they go.
all right, so I think we got Australians in the chat. Thanks everybody for joining us from across the sea. I love doing this kind of stuff. So, one of your compatriots with a name with a sounds kind of like Darth Vader reached out, probably a month or two ago, and I'm glad we were able to get you guys set up. I'm looking forward to
Awesome.
playing with him too at some point.
Yeah. Go Wade. Cool. Are we going?
Yep. Whenever you're
I'll
ready,
tap
my
2
friend.
and put a Ryloth militia.
So Ryloth Melissa is the 2/3 raid boy.
Raid boy, yeah.
All right. I'm gonna play an extra dilapidated snowspeeder into the ground arena. So that takes 5 days.
Is that the one that does that crazy Biggs thing? Yeah, okay. I see what I'm gonna put.
Biggs? I don't know
I'll
what
claim.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'll pass.
Okay.
If anybody
Okay,
knows
okay.
what the card Biggs does, please let me know.
So how much HP does it have
It
at the
has
moment?
2 remaining. It is the 3/2 essentially.
Got 2 remaining. That's a lot of damage on it. Okay.
That's why it's extra
In that
dilapidated.
case,
It comes in with 3 normally, but with Han's action, it comes in with 5 damage on it. What you gonna do?
I believe I can just trade into it, correct?
Uh huh.
Yep.
And it seems like a reasonable way not to get hit for a bazillion. If I had Biggs.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna use Han's action. Play Poe, He has a unit briefly with damage on him, but then he's going to jump on his X-Wing.
Gotcha. I'll play Spark of Hope.
Alright. I'll
Put right
climb.
off back in as resource.
That's right. You've been...
Pass. I'm on 5, a resource.
Allegedly.
Such an American term. You guys and your legal system.
Yeah. I went to Australia once. I visited, not by you, but down by Sydney and Canberra. And then out to the desert. And then off back to Fiji when I was in high school, so... Love to go back sometime.
Wow. Cool. On you, my friend, I believe.
It is. All right. I will swing in for 4.
Cool. I'm going to play Mon Mothma.
Okay.
Search top 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And reveal a rebel card.
Yeah. Thanks, Carlos. Says like the stream, y'all. Carlos top 8'd Minnesota Regional with Quinlan. Got a game off Woo, too. And then I want to say, now that I think of this, I want to say Austin played this Boba Blue into me at one of the events that we did early in this set, or last. Maybe it was last set. Yeah, it was last set. Right as Quinlan was starting.
Just taking... Over to you.
All right. I am going to play a black 1 for 1.
Black 1 for 1 costs. That's the Poe ship, yeah?
Poe ship, yeah.
Yep. I'll launch Blue Leader into it, and I think I'll take 2 back because it's not upgraded.
You do.
And then I'll use Bob's ability and give him a +1, which indicated by a skull. I'll give Blue Leader.
I'll play Biggs.
Okay, here he comes. That's on the ground. Yep. I'll claim initiative.
I'll pass.
What's the stat line on Biggs?
Biggs is a 3/4.
3/4 on the ground. Understood. Understood.
No abilities on the ground. He's just a vanilla 3/4.
Yep. And Poe's got 5 HP.
Yeah, but the X-Wing with Poe is a 4/5.
So as my first action, I will put Bright Hope down, and I'll bounce my Mothma back to my hand and draw a card.
Seems like something you would do.
It's very Australian. Did not copy off our British friend, Mr. Yasera, at all.
That's the Brit that we just had a masterclass with. All right, I'm going to play Blue Leader. I'm going to ambush before the Wind Blade into the space arena to put 3 into Bright Hope, and then I'm going to move it into the ground arena.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to tap him. Silly me. Doesn't matter.
Be all right.
Just play.
I do like me some Blue Leader. Extremely versatile card.
Oh, it's the best. I'm just missing one of the prestiges.
Yeah, actually, I think I actually have
prestiges
too. Lucky that way.
So you got Blue Leader on the ground, and you've got that. Okay.
Didn't seem like wise to stay up in the space arena with all your stuff there.
nice in there. I'll put Boba Fett out, leader out.
Okay, so
Boba
now
Damio.
now he gives a static +1 to
Everything.
everything.
Yeah, that's got a Sentinel. Sentinels and ambushes, correct. Yep.
Right, so basically everything other than him is +1 right now.
So everything that's got a big Pokemon on it is a +1.
That's right. That's the way of champions to do it that way. I think
Yeah.
I'm just gonna run Biggs into Boba. How much is he a 3-7
Yep, so I'll
or a
take
3-6? What is? Or is he
No, he's
4-7?
worse. He's a 4-7.
He's a 4-7. It's the same
Yeah.
as the other one. You know what? I'm gonna run Biggs
Yeah.
into your base. That's what we're gonna do.
Into the base. Yep, takes me to 7.
You can attack me if you want.
It's okay. I'm gonna put Hera as a pilot onto. I've got 3 HP onto Bright Hope, giving him 7, 4. No, that'll still die. So I'll put it onto Blue Leader.
Right. I will run the X-wing into the Bright Hope, so it should kill that and take
Yep.
three back, right? Because of the buff.
3. Yep,
Yep.
correct. And then I will run. Sorry, I'll run 3, 5, 6, 6 in the base and restore 1 with Blue Leader.
All right. Oh, into base.
In the base, yeah.
All right.
Because I'll die if I run into you.
I'll deploy Han.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about him. He comes out. I'll go 4 into base.
I'll hit Boba for 3 with Han and take 4 back.
Boba for 3 with Han. Understood. Take 4 back. I'll claim initiative.
Pass.
You've got a Han, you've got a Biggs, and you've got a
Blue leader.
Right. Yeah. Hmm. Let's give you something to worry about. I'm going to play Luke Skywalker, Jedi Knight, and I'll finish off Mr. Poe in space.
Okay. Play Carabas
To get to Pokemon.
to do 5 to Boba. So Carabas
Carabas is
off,
that
after Han.
effect that does damage. Yeah?
Yep, it does damage equal to the damage on Han plus 1, so it'd be 5. So it should be enough to get your leader.
Understood. I'll do 6. No, they're not buffed anymore. I'll do 5 to your base with Blue Leader and restore 1 with Hera.
Mm-hmm. That's gotta stop.
What are you on 15 or 26?
I'm at 15.
Okay, gotcha. Yep. Yeah, I thought I'll clear this base lane, you know?
Right? I'll put Chewie on blue leader.
Interesting. That makes it a 8.
8-8, yep.
I'll claim initiative.
I'll trade Luke with the blue leader. And then
Yep.
hit you for 6. And I'll pass.
Cool. You're on 7, I believe.
I did.
Great Dragon comes out on 8. Wait.
Yeah, a little bit sooner with the Han deck. You gotta watch out for that.
Yeah.
See, you know all my tricks ahead of time. You're on top of the bigs. You're on top of the Crate Dragon. You know, how am I gonna get
I'm
one
an
over
admin
on
fan.
you? Hey, look at this.
I'm a big fan of yours.
Biggs is a 3/4. I mean, that's Luke's best friend.
Nothing else.
Yeah, I mean, he bullseyes Womp Rats with the best of
Yet. That's right. I'll go 5 in the base and restore 1 with hero. Take me to 10.
Hit your base for 3.
Yes, sir. You used Han to take me, yeah? Yeah.
What's up?
You used Han to kill to do the damage. Yeah. I'll play home 1. And for whatever reason, I'll buff him up with Boba.
Play Poe for
Should have
5.
killed more stuff. I can't use my home 1. It's just rude.
First rule problem right there. Yeah, nothing to get with home 1 because none of my units have died. You know.
Yeah, Australia is the first world. Yeah.
So I played Poe, unit Poe.
Unit play. Yep. No damage yet.
No damage. New
I'll
and shiny.
claim.
I'll do 3 more to your base to 16, and then I'll pass.
That seems cool. Going 20. You got to stop the lethal. So good to go.
Hmm?
I'll do 7 to base and restore 2.
$27. Play Barrage off of Poe for 8. I'll get 4 on the blue leader to kill it, right? And
Nice, nice.
4 more on
nice.
home 1.
Yeah. That's it.
Hmm?
I'll entrench Mr. Poe.
Couldn't you do that before the barrage so I could have those extra 3 points of damage?
I think that would be a misplay.
All right, I have to claim.
Okay. In that circumstance, I will put Echo Base Defender down and I will give him a friend called Luke Skywalker on the ground. And I will pass.
Okay, so for funsies, I will attack with Poe.
Mhm.
I wonder if I even destroy Entrenched. I mean, usually you would destroy Entrenched right now, but I will do discard to do 2 extra to Luke Skywalker.
Yep.
And That is it. I'll just keep the entrenched on him.
Cool. And I'll finish you off with Echo Base. GG.
Well, I think he ran over the Echo Base, but you can finish me with Bright Home. Because Poe
Okay, you
attacking,
did.
he would have had to kill the Sentinel.
That's right. That's right. You killed him. Yeah. Sorry.
All right, GG's. Let's go to game 2. I'm going to sideboard here. Gonna do this first one like it matters. Yeah, the cheeky
His deck
entrenched,
loses
right?
after sideboard.
You know, it's always funny when it's on
Yeah.
Poe, right? Because he can destroy it as soon as he can find something to attack. All right.
What's bad against you? I think we need to go that. Hello, friend that joined.
Hello there.
General Kenobi.
What do you guys got going on here?
We got Boba Fett Blue going on here. You know, it's a good day when you got that happening. I like
100%.
it. And you already had a fan because one of my locals likes that deck a lot. So he was all of Twitter right away.
So the reason I built the deck is it's the only showcase I purchased, and because postage sucks in Australia, I still haven't got my grading back yet. So hence why I'm playing with Mr. Hyperspace here.
So
So what's the philosophy of the Boba Fett Blue? What is he trying to do?
I tried. I'm a natural aggro Sabine player, and there's 2 cards I really hate seeing, which is Village People and Moisture Farmer. So I was like, what happens if I put them all in a deck and give them sticks? And because green and blue gives you General Blade and lightsabers, it started off there, and then got my ass handed to me most of the time, and then just started trying to make it a bit more good stuff, and that's what we got it here. So, yeah.
That's awesome.
well,
Yeah, that's what it's all about. Is trying out new things, playing with leaders that you don't see all the time. It's just all for me. That's where my headspace has been at lately. Is just how can I crack this game open with
believe me,
with weirdos.
yeah, and you know, maybe Pope's gonna be doing some off-meta stuff here too. I mean, those that know me well know I'm really working hard to try to crack Cassian, and it's proving resistant. You know, with a character that popular, you know, this far into the game, nobody's really made him work yet. But there's a way. There's got to be something in there somewhere. So anybody wants to join Team Andor, hit me up. All right.
So the most recent PQ we had was in Queensland, and the finals was a Thrawn 1 blue versus a Cad Tarkentown. So
I remember that. You know. There's
I'll cut for you.
Yeah, we got some folks up my way that like yellow, blue, black as well too. And that's always really fun short games when you pair them.
Oh, that same player just came second at a showdown with Hunter. I can't remember what color. Hunter something.
Lights out. If anybody can crack Cassian, I believe you can do it. Less me, but I've been running that deck past the best deck builders I know. And, you know,
I'll go back in.
Where there's a will, there's a way. I'm going to put that back. Try again. One nice part about playing Han, too, is that it's really unlikely that you'd don't have a first turn play. And that, now that I'm saying that, that's famous last words as I'm shuffling my cards.
So I did record my first series or first video from my new series I'm going to be starting up called Off Meta, and so it's just going to be me trying out different decks each week, and then
That's cool.
just reporting out on matchups, just why I'm built that deck, and just to kind of give people ideas for things to bring to their like locals and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then my other idea is to kind of like interview people that do well with off meta decks, similar to like Loopy's masterclass videos, but like more just kind of janky stuff that like maybe deserves maybe doesn't deserve a masterclass, but
Well, I mean, I think
deserves some type of time in the spotlight.
I think Masterclass Jank Edition has a nice ring to it, so.
Yeah, we'll have to figure out the naming, but
Counterfeit, we are not playing through Discord. We are playing through a app called Video. Same way we have to move the thing. Oh, I think I see Clint from Baddest Batch right in there. Clint Riley, I think that's who that is. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, Clint.
And thanks for
I do a lot of good stuff for us.
Thanks for all your work. Getting coverage and everything down under. I mean, it's appreciated here.
If you're in the chat, tell us your off-meta deck that you maybe have seen or have been working on. That
you want initiative, Loopy?
I am, and I'm going to play.
Maybe
I'm going to play black one on the.
Could be an idea for me to focus on in a future video. This week's video was Piet. So I've been trying to crack that guy. You'd think he'd be good. Just blue, just ramp, barrage. Ramp, just Devastator. Like it's fun. It's just super fun. There's 12 ramp cards basically. Got the two capital ships that ramp you, and you just you have a good time.
And that's where I left the mission. I'll claim. Yeah, no, I think Piet is one of the more underplayed leaders. I mean, in particular, Piet Red is a super effective deck. I can't say that it's complicated. In fact, I tend to think with Piet Red, the less you think, the better you are, and your results will be. Because, capital ship into planetary bombardment is just strong. And if you focus on doing that, you'll usually be okay. But
yeah, I know people are definitely doing that, bombardment stuff, and mine's more of like a control deck,
right.
Just get your ramp, clear the board, and then just start dropping like haymakers on them and stuff, and it's a good time.
All right, we're doing pull pilot onto black one, creating an X-wing for 3.
So that's a 5/7, yeah.
It's a 5/6. Yep.
Yeah. Pretty big.
Got the big boy out.
I'll put Echo Base Defender, tapping Boba to buff my Rolotha Militia.
All the things happening. All right, I will do 5 to your base and 1 to the Echo Base Defender.
No problem. That's a 1. I'll hit you for 4.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to do 1 to the Ryloth Melitha. Can I change that back? Leave the Echo Base healthy for now.
Just because it's you, Loopy. Just because it's you.
There we go. And then
so we got some chat coming in with off meta stuff.
4 damage.
Anything on Lake
4
Country?
Damage. It's 4 damage because
4
that was buffed by Bobby. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so Carlos is obsessed with trying to crack Lake Country. Damaskar is playing Boba 2 Blue. Lights Out. Not sure how off meta, but it's Sabine Tarkentown. And we have somebody that hasn't built a deck yet, but has been playing with the Boba Juntalite Speed starter and some packs. Cool.
Yeah. Thanks, everybody. Yeah, I can attest to Damaskar's Boba 2 Blue deck, the same one that you're playing, because I've run into him before. Lake Country's fun. I like the Cad Bane Lake Country. My boy Carlos did a good video. Carlos Torres, Yoda Killer. Hey, I got news for you guys. Anybody that's anywhere near Madison, Wisconsin, it sounds like we're going to get a cube for Star Wars into CubeCon, which is like a big offshoot of Gamehole Con, which is a con that's in Madison. So yeah, there's a cube-focused con, and hopefully they're going to let us play SWU there, not just Magic. So looking forward to that.
Awesome.
All right.
Are you guys finding Star Wars is getting more popular over internationally?
I think so. I will hit your base for 5, and then 1 to your Ryloth Militia.
No problem. I'll hit you with my Ryloth Militia while she survives for 3.
I will play.
Matt Lindbergh is talking about somebody making day 2 with Akbar Blue. I didn't know about that.
Yep.
That's interesting.
Akbar class. That's messed it up. So I played BB-8 as a pilot onto the X-wing token and readied black 1 by paying 2.
Oh, that guy needs to go. I'll fell the dragon on black 1.
If you know the guy that made day 2 with the Akbar Blue, have him reach out to me or Loopy so we can set up a meeting to ask him about his deck.
Yeah. I will try to track that down for you, Poe. Yeah, but I actually can find him with a little effort. Community
This is my new mission.
Yeah,
this is my new mission.
No,
finding the weird stuff. And
believe us,
and
if you watched far enough back, you'd see we're all about the jank. All right, I'll hit your base for 3.
3?
Yep.
Cool.
But yeah, no, it was cool. Like after the Minnesota Regional, I wanted to do a Raymaster class. I'm like, does anybody know USAR? Get me in touch. And literally, I had that connection made by later that night. So, shout out to those guys trying to help us.
I'll go 40 yours.
Yeah, Mr. Counterfeit. I'm Bored is a great place to play in Madison. Valhalla is a great place to play in Madison. Misty Mountain. So you got lots of options. There's basically locals there. If somebody wants to hit him up with an invite to the SWU Wisconsin Discord, so you can see our schedule and all that, that'd be awesome.
I'll hit you for 4.
Ouch.
You're still winning the race.
Yeah, but not as much as I did before you felled my other guy. I'll claim initiative.
Oh, you made him too big. It's your fault. You claiming?
Yep.
Us.
Symbiote says, "I've never played a jank deck. I don't know what you mean."
Yeah, I mean, well, some of us have standards like Sim, and then there's us.
Does he play meta? I don't really know his playstyle too much.
Well, he actually ran Trench to the Richmond sector, if that gives you any idea.
Oh, okay.
All right.
That's a fringy guy. He's fringy. Trench is not. He's not the main. He's not a main guy.
3 to base.
Yep, 3 to base. Yeah, how cool is it having some Boba Daimo action? It's nice.
Yeah, he's a cool cat.
Yeah, so look forward to the off-meta stuff, popping out on late night sometime soon.
So one of the first events we ran in SWU Australia was called the Jabber Off. We actually streamed that too. So one of our friends pulled too many Jabber showcases, and I was like, why not buy it off you and make a Jabber only leader event? And yeah, we had 13 people show up, and we made a trade day out of it. We had about 20 people there. It was good. Good fun. So.
All right, I deployed Han. I did track the damage
Han, yep.
from your Echo boost.
I'm going to do this thing, and that upsets people. An X-Wing comes to the ground and ambushes Han leader for 5. Right. And I'll take 3 back. Let me do... I'll put 2 Pokemons on it for a +2. And I'll also tap Boba Leader to give Ryloth Militia a +1 as well.
All right, I will run Han into Echo Base Defender. Trading.
Yep. And I'll run Militia into you for 4.
19. let's see. So you have on the ground.
I got I'm threatening without buffs. 8.
I'm play Millennium Falcon in the Space Arena.
The normal,
Yep.
3/4.
The white one. Yep.
Yep. I'll claim initiative.
We'll play Poe Pilot onto the Falcon, and I'll pass.
Always Poe with you for some reason.
This deck's all about the Poe. That's what it do.
Mm.
You know, if you had buffed the blue leader with Bubba, you could have one-shot Han.
Speaking of our Trayer of Trench competition, how you doing, bud?
That's that's definitely a misplay.
I just love that about Bubba T. You can buff those ambushers and just knock stuff out. Gives them extra reach. That's why I like playing him so much.
I was actually planning that. It was obviously a novice. Loopy puts a lot of pressure on people, you know.
I understand. It's fair.
Yeah. So the Millennium Falcon's threatening for a lot, correct?
Correct. It hits for 6 right now. It's a 6/7.
I'll perilous position it. Tap it down, -2.
Okay. I'm gonna play a Radis.
That's the one that gets defeated and you kill something power of 8.
Correct.
Gotcha.
It's an 8/6. It does its damage to something when it dies.
You tapped out?
Nope. Yes, I am. I'm tapped out now.
Cool. I'm going to play Hero, and I'm going to buff Rylos just because she's been doing a lot of damage.
All right. I'll hit your base for 3.
Yes, sir. I'll hit you for... I'll flip Bobber.
I'll claim.
I'll hit you for a total of...
I think you have enough.
4. Should be 10.
Yep. Should be 10 total.
GG.
Oh, wait. Well, then I'm at 29.
Oh.
We better see what the
hold
cards
on.
are.
6,
Outmaneuver.
6 and 10. You're 19, were you? Okay.
I was at 19.
Out of aspect, outmaneuver. That's all your only chance.
So with isn't the Ryloth militia plus the blue leader plus Boba enough? What am I missing?
Yeah, Bobber. Yeah, I'll hit you with Bobber. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. No, I thought you had lethal. All right. GG's.
GG.
All right. So.
I was going to choosing sides of that Raiders. It was going to be fun.
Well, yeah, that's a way to be. Yeah, so I actually updated that deck a little bit. I haven't changed it sleeves yet, but I like that resistance tribal. You know, you get addicted to playing Poe on like the second turn of the game with Snap Buxley, and then it's hard to stop. But
I mean, if I didn't have your answer for that, yeah, that speeder on the ground, and you had bigs, that was a lot of damage.
Well, that's why. I mean, it's actually pretty strong into Sabine and Quinlan, just because it can present so much threat right away if they don't want to trade with you. But
yeah,
mid-range blue-green is not where it's going to do well. All right, so who else? Sim, you want to jump in for a game, and then I'll get one after that. I don't know if you're in. Anybody else is in video yet? So what's
I'm not quite prepared yet.
All right, maybe I'll run one more then. Give you something fast.
Want me to change decks? Or...
It's up to you. What do you want to play?
I practice my hand green on you.
Sure.
Don't worry about it. I'll play this. I'll be stuffed.
No, you
just keep going.
Give me high green. I'd rather have high green.
Again.
I got a PQ left. I don't have buy yet.
You'll get one.
We'll see. we're definitely going to do one, and I actually think we have coverage figured out, so it's going to be live on the 28th of June from Bloomington, Illinois. So we'll have coverage of that, and then we should have coverage of a showdown on June 14th, which is like Sunday after next. And we'll go from there. But we have a lot of exciting stuff still yet to come.
Gotta swap some sleeves. I only got one play set of these things.
That's how it is. That's how it be.
So you're gonna continue with Sabine. There's a lot of Sabine hate at the moment, so
I could play Sabine. I'm gonna play Sabine. I can do
no, I
that.
mean at the PQ. The PQ you're talking about.
Oh, I reserve the right to swerve till the very last minute. So
Okay.
we'll see. We'll see what I do.
Yeah.
But I mean, I might play Quinlan. I haven't played Quinlan at one yet.
It's a good deck.
Yeah. Haven't had an opportunity to play it in a minute.
Do any of the leaders in set 4 have your guys' eye
Set
quite
5.
yet? Or set 5, sorry.
Yep. So the I'll tell you the two that in testing are the strongest. You know, I'm having a ton of luck with both Kanan and Talzin. I mean, they're both really strong. So
Is it the Talzin? 5 costs 3/7, gives a unit -1/-1. Okay. So why is she doing that? Why is that so good?
so the -1/-1 is like subtly great. Like, because there's so many other things that are like that in her deck. I mean, it's just very effective. Looks like this was a draft deck. Sorry, we're still getting...
I'll get my other.
The 5 deploy is nice, and that 7 health is pretty beefy there. It's gonna be hard to clean her out.
Right.
Is that green, white, new Jedi, Legends Jedi leader you're talking about?
No, Talzin
Other-
is the villain blue leader. She was our spoiler, actually, or the cards associated with her were our spoiler, more precisely.
Okay.
But yeah, we did a deck tech of Talzin. I'm still very using close to it. I stuck our Talzin list in testing up on SWU Stats, so anybody wants to join Team Night Sister, they can check it out. But I mean, you'd be surprised with how many people will like just play current meta, you know, into people things. But I mean, Talzin holds up very, very well. She's kind of a lot on the flip turn. She has a lot of removal and can get control of the board. And I think she kind of goes good. It's by far the best that ever Force Lightning has been in a deck for me.
What's that one again?
Wow.
Force Lightning.
Yeah. Is that
So it
is that the one where you pay more for each?
Yep.
Each resource you pay, you do more damage or
right,
something?
and it blinks their abilities.
Why is that
too.
good?
Why is that good? Because it turns off
Yeah.
like all sorts of things. Like it can turn off ramp cards, like Super Laser Tech, it can turn off Ruthless. I mean, it gives you kind of a way to just nail space if it gets out of your control. And the deck itself is just very, very strong on the ground. So I think that's kind of where it crutches. It is a mid-range for sure. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to be under other decks. But yeah, everybody wants to come hang and test with us and tells. And the cool thing about SWU Stats is it amalgamates everybody's stats, so we can look at the play rates and such. And I'm going to be
that pounce card seem kind of cracked?
The what?
The one that was just revealed today. It's called Pounce. It's a 2-cost cunning event. Attack with the creature. It gets +4 for the attack.
Yeah, I could see that in a creature deck. It's like super surprise strike.
Yeah, it's pretty busted.
Let me just look at my stats.
I just wonder if there's like enough creatures out there to like, to really be tribal with that quite yet.
All right.
That seems pretty crazy.
So I'm at like 79% one with Talzin, and the rest of the community is like 71. So I think people are having success with that. Yeah, seems like a
Oh,
good deck,
cool.
and Kanan just seems very, very strong too. I mean, just build him with the Spectre Shell with red and
I mean, I saw
creatures
Taliesin lose to a Rose
and
deck, so
things.
Was that
I
the
really love playing Qui-Gon Jinn. I think that's a really cool leader with an ability. I don't know that he's got the power level of those other two. But when he really gets going, it is sure a lot of fun to pilot. That I'll tell you 100%. All right, I'm going to give you Kaz Red. Is what I'm going to do. How about that?
Yeah. White, red, and not Tuckentown. Or
Yeah,
Oscillator.
I'm going to put back my first hand because it doesn't have a spaceship, which makes Kaz very sad.
Yeah.
My son was doing very well with this deck in the sides at Minnesota.
Oh, nice. Is there a new aggro leader? I'm not paying much attention to set 5 as much as a lot of people.
All right, and you are on Han Green.
Yeah.
All right.
I haven't seen any really standout aggro leaders yet for the next set. I don't know.
So Sabine's still the queen? Yeah.
Basically, there's definitely nothing on Sabine's
For
level.
initiative, later night, later dark, heads or tails?
We'll keep going on the light side.
I think Revan's fairly aggressive, right? But that's really the only.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. War Total, you still there?
Yep. Can you hear me?
Maybe Loopy's.
Being live, I don't think you can hear us.
No, can you hear me, Loopy?
Pullman Sim, can you hear me?
I
Okay.
think Loopy's gone.
I can hear you. Looks like we just
How about
lost
now?
Turtle.
Oh, I
There's
can
not
hear.
a single yellow creature.
Oh, there
I'm
he
like
goes.
doing a
He's
search
coming.
right now. You know, that's my thing. Like I'm looking at the SWU, and there's not a single yellow creature that's ever been like that exists in this game.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. So then
Nope.
why would they make this card yellow?
I can. I don't think Loopy can.
Oh, because yeah, I must have been talking to myself before that time. Okay.
Who can you hear, Bone?
I can hear Oh, I can't hear Loopy. I don't know if he's talking.
Okay.
I can see his thing flashing, so
Yeah.
but nobody can hear him.
Oh, he's trying to figure it out.
All right, I'm just figuring out the sound here. I presume you guys are talking from what I can see.
We
Yes.
can hear you now,
Right now.
Loopy. Can you hear us? Okay. I'll message
must
Loopy
be.
this to update. Sounds like
Yeah,
everybody.
I pinged him and said that.
Sounds
it's
like
on
they
his
can
end,
hear.
but-
They can hear us.
Yeah.
All right, sound on my computer muted. So I imagine actually
Ah, cool.
people were able to hear you guys.
Yes.
It's just one of the downsides of doing that. So let me put the projected window back up. All right, and screen share back up. All right, and away we go. So, did we call for initiative? Later night, later dark, heads or tails?
Light.
It is light. You win again. Win again. Good luck. Have fun, my friend.
That's it. Good luck. Have fun. I'll take initiative.
That sounds unfortunate, but I will play a cartel turncoat.
Oh, sorry. No, as in I take initiative after the coin toss. Apologies.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. You play.
Must-
I assume you're gonna have
must
an
be
Han.
my Australia-
I was gonna say that's a tough hand if you don't have anything to do with Han Green.
No. Sorry. Must be the Australian accent. I'll tap Han, do cheat things.
I'm still gonna play a cartel turncoat.
No problem. I'll play Millennium Falcons.
All
Spark
right.
the Rebellion.
I'll play R2 on the cartel. Actually, I'll blank its ability,
then-
and then I'll play R2 on the cartel.
Gotcha. And now it's a 4 body, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
It's a 3/4, just like you.
And I'll go to base for 3.
I'll claim.
Plus.
Did you already tell us about SWU Australia?
A little bit. Yeah, it just started. It started with me just wanting to get our scene a bit more active. And then it sort of just grew from one thing to another, and now we've got 300 plus members. So
Yeah, well, congratulations. That's awesome.
it's just awesome people in Australia. I just make the Discord and the channels. They talk a lot in there, and
Yeah, but it's real important to the game to do that kind of stuff. So shout out to you and your whole crew there, and all the compatriots there. I'm gonna play the Mandalorian on the Cartel Turncoat after blanking its ability, and then I'm going to exhaust your Falcon.
What's its stat line at the moment?
It is a 6/5.
6/5.
You leave it alone.
I'll put Chewbacca on the Millennium Falcon.
All right. Well, and that makes him what, 7?
6, 7. Yeah.
All right. I guess I'm gonna kill your guy now, because that's what I'm gonna do. With punch it. There's no bounty because of chaos.
Fair enough. I'll claim initiative.
I'll pass. Kind of wrecked my whole aggro strategy there, bucko.
I think I'm the aggro deck, isn't it? How it works.
Well, it depends. I mean, I could have hit you for 8. That would have felt good, but I can't leave a Chewie piloted Falcon up there.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Because it could, without me attacking it, you would have killed me without dying.
Correct. I was planning on 2 for 1, and I was seeing what you're going to do. How many cards in your hand, sir?
2.
2. I'm going to play Kira and have a look at your hand.
Brutal. I was worried about that.
Millennium. I'll call Millennium Falcon.
Seems reasonable.
Sorry.
Well, it is what it is. Kira's a pretty good card. I'll deploy Kaz to the ground.
I'll claim initiative.
I'll attack you for 2, and I'll pass.
To the base?
Yeah.
Yep. He's a 2/4 body, isn't he? 2/5 body.
Is it 2/5?
Yeah.
Don't cut him short.
I'll go 3 to. No, I won't. I'm gonna do Han cheat.
All right, I'm gonna play a no, I'm not. I'm gonna play a AT hauler into the space arena.
AT hauler is a 4/5. Just resourced. Okay. I'll flip Han.
I'll attack you for 2, making that lose its ability.
Making the hauler lose ability, fair. I'll go 4 into base with Han and cheat a resource.
Claim.
I'll use Han unit and finish Kazuda off. And do 3 more to base. And I'll pass. And I'm back on 6.
All right. I'll hit you for 4. Actually, I'll make it lose its ability and hit for 4. Yeah, I mean, this game's over as soon as you play Kira. Exactly then. I mean, there's no way I'm coming back for that.
Yeah. Do you want to scoop or you played it out?
Oh, we can keep playing until it's through, but won't take long.
And
6 to
Kira
base.
can really brick people, man. She is good. That's a good card.
Well,
Yeah, it's a
it
good
was
card.
also having the Chewy start because that's the only thing I really would have done that. But that's how it is. I'll play a Falcon for 6.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll hit you for 4.
I'll hit you for 3.
Yep. Takes me to 11. I'll hit you for 3.
Claim.
Falcon. Pilot. GG.
I think that's 5, but close enough. Good games.
Oh, sorry.
All right. Somebody else ready to go here?
Sure.
All right. Pop up.
Turn my camera on.
For the game, Loopy.
Yep. Yeah, good games. Yeah, no, I like Kaz as an aggro deck. I think the matches with Han Grin are interesting. I mean, a lot of it comes down to the sequencing of things and which pilots we got. I mean, if I would have had Han instead of the Mandalorian, I would have been able to free kill
Oh, that would
Falcon,
be big.
right? But
Yeah.
I mean, unfortunately, a lot of the strength is in Falcons, and I mean, it's rare not having anything going into the flip turn, but I didn't have anything there, and the only play that I had was Falcons.
You only had one ship at the start, right? You only had Cartel Turncoat.
Well, yeah, and I had to. It was a bad hand to start. I mean, that's not a good hand. That's a bad hand.
Yeah.
You want 2-drop chips early, and then you want punches late. But it was better than the one before the mulligan. The one before the mulligan had no turn 1 play at all.
Are you running that 1/3 yellow ship? The 1 cost?
I do not. I do run Cartel Turncoat. I've had the 1/3 in there. It's probably the next best 1-drop. But I mean, it's you got to kind of flood the board. I haven't liked the 1/3 that much. It just doesn't hit hard enough, right? They kind of ignore it.
I tried the leader at the start when it launched, and then when they banned DJ, I did try Kazuda hunting for a bit, but it just didn't. Yeah, it just didn't feel right for me.
Yeah.
So.
No, I think I do well with it. But Han Green's tough. I mean, that's a very good deck. All right, I'll switch this up. Get him here for you. So I find my OBS window.
How long are we planning on hanging out for?
Till we're done. We'll get everybody a couple of games. We usually wrap up around midnight. I mean, we actually bought...
What time is it for you?
We actually signed Symbiote as a free agent because he has the stamina to stay up all night.
That's right.
If somebody's there.
I'll never stop.
Right.
We could play tomorrow. He's
like the Energizer Bunny of SWU. So, if for those that talked about the best thumbnails in the game being in late night gaming, that has nothing to do with me, but Sim has been killing them on the masterclass thumbnails. We had the Cad Blue with the Arrested Development callback was excellent, and then Kira half off. Everything half off. I like that a lot. And then we just had the Revolt with getting Hans and Franz from Saturday Night Live as Pump You Up. So, yeah, great stuff.
Oh, wow.
I don't know. You want Boba or Kira? That's what I built.
Oh, whatever you want to play. It's fine. Probably need Kira practice, but Bob is probably need.
Try Kira. Practice. I need some Kira practice too, so let's.
Yeah.
All right.
I just lost to Krennic Data last night at my weeklies, so he's 3-0.
Ouch.
Okay. All right. So I'll update this from Boba Fett to Hans Green. My actual
give me 6.
My clipped picture of Boba 2 does in fact read Boba Fett. That's what the file was called.
Nice.
Well, you gotta keep it real. You know what I mean? You feel me?
I feel you. Let's see. Hang on. Hey.
All right, he's got Echo base, which I think is the correct base for Han Solo, according to many people.
Of course.
I mean, I feel for the people that use like the Naboo Palace because it is actually a prettier card. But Han ain't never been to Naboo. How do you do that to the guy? All right, and then you got Kira. Kira's Shadows.
Hey, it was good to stop by and do some chatting, but I'm gonna head off.
Yep, absolutely. And
You have yourself a good one.
look forward to the
Yeah.
off-meta
Yeah.
review.
Yep.
So hanging.
Like
See ya.
I said, I got my first video recorded, and I've got Vika on the schedule, so definitely be on the lookout for some content from me coming up here.
Right.
See y'all later.
Thanks for hanging.
Thanks, Boom. All right.
I'm getting shuffled my set deck, but on my deck, we're all good. Odds or evens?
Evans.
Is an odd. I will take initiative.
No problem. I'll cut in your sled. Good luck, have fun.
Good luck to you as well.
An epic match. This is about as meta as you can get right now.
Nobody plays Han Green over here for some reason. It's seems
Really?
to be a very American thing.
I like Hungry.
I like Tom Green too.
Mostly, I just like playing reinforcement, just seeing what you get. That's like the most fun. It's just gambling.
It's like opening a pack of cards, yeah.
Exactly.
Sure.
You could get anything.
Uh,
You know what? That looks like a hand.
it's
That
a
looks
hand,
like a hand.
it's a hand that could exist.
A hand. It's a hand that could exist.
Those are the best kind of hands.
And ooh, I think I do want that, but all right, cool. I have an issue ready to go.
Yes, sir.
Let's just toss down a Pike Sentinel.
I'll tap Han and do. Yep, I'll put that one down.
I will claim.
I'll put Falcon out and hit you for 3.
Sounds great.
I'll pass.
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
We're getting to the tough resourcing decisions. How much do I really need that? A lot? A little?
That's the other reason I played Daimyo Blue is so I asked my son when we first started the game, out of the 3 main legendaries, Boba Fett, Darth Vader, and Luke, I said we can only really afford to play one play set. So I made him choose, and he chose Luke Skywalker. And I've never used our Luke Skywalkers before, so I thought I'll build a blue Boba. That's another reason for it. So
Yeah.
I liked that yellow Boba. I played him a lot in set. I don't know, 2 sets ago. Whatever city came out in, I had a lot of fun with him.
I think your son chose wisely. That's a good card to pick. I'll tell you what.
I agree. It's broken. It's broken. It's broken.
Might be the best card in the game. That's what Yasera said. It was that Luke Skywalker was the best card in the game. And I said, "Are you sure it's not Vader?" You know, find out.
What? Is it? There's a new Mace Windu that's a Vader, isn't he? So
similar. Yeah. I mean, I think set
Sorry,
one,
you played.
I think set 1
you
Luke
played
and Vader are on purpose pretty strong. I mean, I think.
Yeah, they're pretty good in that. Oh boy, it's happening.
Oh no,
it's happening.
Things are happening.
I mean,
all right, and
I like you for 2.
So why don't you
6?
War Turtle? Why don't you?
Just 6?
Why don't you move your spaceship over to the right side? You can't see which way he's tilted.
I don't know which I could swap to it.
No, we got it. He only has 1 ship to move, and he's been very rude to you with that.
Okay,
that
all right,
Falcon,
that's fair. Yeah,
You know, that
he
that
put
was
a
me
G on
standing up for my bro. You know, that make him move, not you, because he seems
Just
to be
flint.
winning. We might as well make him move. Try to throw him off. You know, the
Yeah,
psyop.
that's fair. That's fair.
Better
All
get
right,
my
I'll just
fellow
fill in.
Aussies in here.
All right.
You're claiming?
Yep.
I'll pass.
Go back to looking for symbiotes.
Oh,
Discard everything.
now I get the power dioxide. Come on, man.
Right on time.
Right on time.
it's a less than ideal play right now. Is
Just a slightly less than ideal.
I think you can do
I might be
better.
playing that.
All right.
Will I be playing this card at all? I don't think so. All right. Should have ground unit. Be cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
I need those.
Yeah, who needs those? What am I doing with my life? What am I doing with my life? Taking 6 to the face again. My goodness. Yeah, I think that might be the play. Yeah. I'll hit you for 2.
Yes, sir. I'll hit you
Yeah.
for 6.
Cool. Let's do 5 as well. Ow. Boy, that's 5.
I don't think you're on 20.
Okay. There we go.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I picked up the token and flipped it over. Right, 15. That's. I have so much health. It's fine. Not a problem at all.
We've got a joke over here. Everything just at Data Vault just becomes instantly good. So
I'll just throw 2 at you again.
Just like putting data
Loopy,
vault.
if you're interested, we've
putting-
got our Melbourne PQ in a couple of weeks and our Sydney PQ next week. So we'll be streaming those as well. So
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, absolutely. And by all means, please share them on late night, and I will get them out from there if I see it. If I see a coverage stream, I'll make sure everybody knows. I love watching
awesome.
events.
Oh yeah. I'll let you for 2 from the super laser tech.
Yep.
All right.
Why not?
Takes me to 6.
You might die soon, so.
And I've located Sim's avatar.
Ooh. All right, now you're ramping. That puts you on 5?
5, yep.
Okay, so I can still slightly be ahead of it. I will use Kira to murder my super laser tech.
You were supposed to shield it. Oh, the humanity.
Shield it. Oh no, it died.
Let me give this guy a shield.
It couldn't
Oh
handle
no,
the
he
shield.
died.
There we go.
I mean, that's actually
He's dead.
that's actually
I
one of the
there.
reasons I play Kira, just so I can make that joke about shielding the super laser tech.
Yeah.
Let me give my friend the super laser tech a shield. Oh no, what happened?
What would you like to
How
do
many
now?
how many resources?
I'm on
do you
5
have?
now. 5 beautiful resources.
But you got 4 up.
4 up, correct.
Yeah.
What would you like to deploy, Han?
I'll claim.
All right. I will spin 4 and toss down an ATRT.
Yep. Jamming that ground arena up.
Yeah, I just want to make sure it's nice and full. And then I'll pass.
Yes. Lights out. I am going to the Red Raccoon in Bloomington, so should be set up with the store, and we have coverage figured out. So that's going to happen on the 28th of June. And we have Misty's showdown between now and then on the 14th. And then we'll see. I'm considering the St. Paul PQ, but I'm not sure I can make that one yet.
Good to go.
Good to go.
Hit you for 6.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
Not much I can do though.
I mean, hitting it for 6 is a pretty solid thing to do. Let's bring adapt. Yeah. I'll hit you for 3.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Takes me to 9. Punches for 4. We've got a lot up. She becomes 6.
Mhm.
I'll play Lando Falcon in space.
Ooh, okay. Space is a problem. Let's hit you for 2.
Yep. And I'll claim.
Oh, okay. If only. Let's no glory the Chewy Falcon.
Yep.
And we'll throw a top target at the Falcon.
Yep.
Yep. I'll just pass.
Sure.
See if
You
I
haven't
can find
flipped it, have you?
any answers. Oh, that's fun. Remember I said I had so much health? I'm not feeling like I have so much health anymore.
Sorry, I needed to actually cheat a resource before, so I'll just get rid of one of the cards in my hand.
Okay, and
to
then,
actually
yeah.
play the Falcon before.
Oh, right,
So-
right. Yeah.
Because yeah, I should have paid for Falcon. Sorry.
Oh, you're good. You're good. We'll figure it out. Figure it out.
Yeah. So good to go.
Yeah, good to go.
I'll put 5 to your base.
Just another 5. Just 26. No problem.
You're on 7 resources. I would imagine.
Yeah, I'm on 7.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. This tickles. 2 to base.
Yep. It's piling up. Phoenix Squadron A-Wing.
Leaves you with 5 or 6 open.
I've got 5 open. Yep.
5 open. 4. And 3 to base.
3 base.
Yeah.
I'll flip.
Also, Vader out.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's see what we get. Maybe something fun. Oh, that would have been fun moments ago. There we go. That's fun. That's what we're talking about. We'll just pop on with the Death Trooper in the ambush.
It's very, 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 very.
Yeah. Shuffle all these.
I'll put Cheat Falcon out.
I don't love that. I'm just gonna claim then.
I'll put Harm Pilot on and punch for 5.
Oh, all right. So, is that 30, 31? Cool.
Yep. Us.
All right.
I won't resource. Down 7. And I'll pay the 1.
I will definitely resource. We're just gonna super laser blast
Kaboom!
And you
and heal 6.
off target.
Back to 25. I feel better now.
I shall smuggle another Millennium Falcon. Lando.
I will claim.
I will pass.
All right. Now all you do is draw removal. Easy.
Yeah, Lights Out is mentioning a little bit up in the chat the Win a Newt showcase. That's something that happened in Illinois. You know, it was a Newt
Sounds like out of hand.
Newt Gunray only event. I think everybody had to play a version of Newt.
We'll play an Avenger for 9. Play that Falcon up.
Oh, can Kira turn the corner here?
We're so close to stabilizing.
So close, yet so far away.
So close.
So close. So close.
Depends how many Chewie and 3-cast Falcons he has in, basically.
Uh,
That's what it comes down to.
Chewie would not die to the super laser blast, but I don't know that there was a Chewie out, was there?
No, I already got the Chewie before from the end of Glory. Yeah.
No, Chewie doesn't die to that, but it was not on the board when that happened. And the Falcon that was on the board when he didn't play was not the one that has attacks.
I'll put a Poe and a X-wing out.
Okay. What is Poe a 3/4 on the ground?
Yeah.
3. He's a 3/3. Battlefield
3.
Marine.
Okay, Battlefield Marine then. Plus the token.
Yeah. So I think that he cast No Glory to kill the Chewie piloted Falcon, which is kind
correct. I did that earlier.
Which is what was confusing.
Let's simply Kira.
All right.
Oh, has she not been deployed? Okay.
Nah, she's just chilling.
She's just doing Kira things, like not deploying.
Yeah, just doing Kira things.
Hopefully, if everything goes to plan for Sim, she'll be doing Kira things like Barrage for 9 next turn.
Oh, that'd be pretty sick.
I'll play Tech from the Road.
I'm doing kind of okay, maybe. He's stepped out. This check wasn't alive. That'd be fun.
If only you had any cards in your deck.
Only, I know. If only. Let's kill Poe with Kira.
Yep. I'll claim.
And I would pass.
I might have to run after this, gentlemen.
I think we're about wrapped up anyway.
Yeah. What time is it actually for you there?
2:30. Just daddy duties coming. So thank you for
That's not bad.
all the loveliness.
Now I'm hearing about an event in Brazil where everybody was IG-88. I like the cut of
Oh,
it,
that's
too.
real fun.
Yeah, actually, I end up testing with the Brazilians, too. They have a different tag than the SWU Australia, but different times a day.
What you got for me?
Not enough.
Not enough?
Not enough. Because you got how much left? You got 6 left.
I'm at 25, so I'd have 8 left life.
Yeah. You got 8 left. Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
that top target made a huge difference.
You really turned that corner on me. So what we'll do is we'll play U-wing reinforcement and do that thing you like to do. Which is
just gamble. Just find the answer. It's great.
Let's see, what would be the ideal U-wing card right now?
Probably Han unit, I would have thought.
Yeah.
Han would be pretty good. Yeah, that would definitely hurt.
I don't, but I have the other Han, and I'll put a Phoenix Squadron A-wing out as well.
Nice.
Only Hans.
So this will kill Kira.
Yep. Kira has been defeated.
Now, is Sim feeling overwhelming or not? That's what I want to know.
I did in the math. I did actually top deck 1, and the math works out. I think I can clear the board for with 10 off the Avenger. Overwhelming.
Wow. Okay.
That's a good card. I think people should play.
It's a good card.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good card. I've heard it's pretty decent.
I'll claim.
We'll go 10 to your base.
10?
Just 10, yeah.
10.
I will throw down Pike, Sentinel, and pass.
Man, this is a tale of two games. I thought War Total had it for sure, but
yeah, it was right there.
You turned the corner in a hurry.
He saved all his top tricks at the end.
Mm-hmm. I just drew exactly what I did right when I needed it at the end there.
Oh, waylay.
Waylay. Which would you like to waylay? My big guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. could wear the Pike Sentinel if you want. I just wanted to be sure.
I think you got it.
I'm feeling pretty confident. We'll just hit you for 2. I'll swing to hit you from the Pike Sentinel.
Hit me for Pike Sentinel.
Yep.
Where are those things when you need them? I'll play Leet.
Cool.
2.
10. But if I toss a top target on Leet.
That is very, very good.
Mhm.
How much you got standing up?
I have 10.
Phoenix Squadron A-Wing.
What? I mean, I could do that, but it seems silly. Does it? You have 8 health left. Nah. I mean,
I've got 2 health left.
see, wait, you have 2 health left. Then I could just do it this way. I'll just get the gunship down and kill Elite so I can heal.
Let's play this out. I'll claim.
All right. 5, and then that becomes a 9.
You got those magic hands, just drawing every answer.
Just draw all the answers. It's true, and then we will damage and shield the gunship just to get a little extra oomph there and pass. It's a shield.
So
What a
the
hit.
gunship's hitting for 5, isn't it? Yeah.
That is correct.
It's a good card, that.
It's a very
I love the
good
gunship.
Who doesn't like
It
a
is
gun
amazing
ship?
in here.
I mean, welcome to the gun show. Population symbiote.
We'll finish it up. It's got a shield.
It's got a
Sorry.
shield from the Kira, yeah.
Yeah. So I'll go 3 to base then. And then
Yep.
GG.
They're just, yep, and GG.
Fist bumps, alrighty.
Good game.
All right, so why don't you wrap up with what streams can we expect from Down Under in the near future here, War Turtle?
So next week's the Sydney PQ. So the Baddest Batch will most likely be hosting that one.
Excellent.
And then we'll be hosting the Melbourne PQ on June the 14th. I assume Loopy's probably going to share our Discord for anybody. Our hope is to connect all Australian SWU lovers or internationals as well. Feel free to come join the Discord, play games if you can't fall asleep with us, and yeah, come check us out and hang out.
All right, so I'm joining that Discord right now, and then I will invite people. I'm in like 45. What
Yeah.
regions are you interested
I feel that.
for SWU events? I'm gonna go with Tasmania because I had a friend from Tasmania.
Ooh, it's a good place.
His name was Darwin. You know, he was an engineer. Man, you guys got fancy rules and stuff. Yes, I'm interested in Twin Suns.
Oh, of course.
All right.
Who isn't?
So I should.
A lot of those tags is very geared towards sort of local, just trying to connect people to play together. Yeah, you're certainly welcome.
Oh, I like being in all of them. That
We've
way.
been trying to get Twin Suns to fire. It just hasn't really fired where we are. So.
All right. So I need to go, and then you gave me a Discord invite. I'll put that in the chat here. And then what YouTube channels do you got where these things are streamed?
Yeah, I linked you earlier,
Yep.
the SWU Vic one. So yeah, feel free to catch up on that. Dale, Joshy, and Aussie Wookie Byron, they put a lot of effort to do post interviews, do some techs, and stream as much content as of gameplay as they can. So.
All right. So we'll get that. Everybody give them a like, subscribe. And
Thank you, sir. Thank
thanks.
you, everybody, and thank you for the game. And I'm so glad one of the late night team did end up taking my King of the Hill position. So
See, yeah, we'll go another one here. So here is the Discord invite. I'm also putting this in the public chat, not the team chat. Doesn't make any sense to share it there. All right, everybody. So check us out next week. I think it's going to be unplayable next week, and then we should have coverage there, and we have Mobius after that. So we have a cool lineup of guests for June, and then I think that McClunky is streaming the Red Seal PQ tomorrow, so please check out our friends at McClunky. That's going to be a great one. They always do a great job. Shout out to Tim and Claire. All right, thanks so much for joining us, War Turtle. Everybody, like, subscribe to SWU Australia, SWU Victoria, and onto the Discord. Hopefully, we can keep everybody connected.
Thanks for having us.
And will I see you in Vegas? Are you coming?
No, but I'll be sending some representatives for sure. We've got quite a few team PQ winners are all committed in training to come up. So yeah, can't wait.
All right.
Watch the coverage.
Well, we will see coverage there, and whoever is coming from your channel, make sure to have them say hi, and I'll get them a late note token. Send them back through customs for you guys down there, so we can
That'd be
roll across
awesome.
the road. All right, thanks everybody for joining us, and we will see you next week for late.